What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a WWE cancelling Night of Champions due to a major threat, WWE teasing a major face turn, an altercation happens between two wrestlers at Fanatics Fan Fest, Stone Cold ready for one more match, Batista is in the best shape of his life, has a SummerSlam match been revealed, a new WWE show revealed, is Alexa Bliss joining the WYATT 6, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Now first story looks at WWE teasing a major face turn. Now our top story today takes a look at WWE potentially teasing a huge face turn. Whilst fans are baffled by WWE's decision to keep Karrion Kross on main event, it now looks like they're finally taking notice when it comes to his positive fan reactions. Kross was once again featured on main event this week, and he received perhaps the largest sustained reaction of his entire career. The main event commentary team would even draw attention to the loud crowd reception, which is a clear sign that WWE are really comfortable finally acknowledging the fact that Kross is insanely over with the audience. As Kross was making his entrance for his match, he would even fist bump a fan, which is a key indicator that a face turn is on the horizon. Footage of Kross's entrance from main event was a talk of social media yesterday, and it was awesome to see Kross pay tribute to the late great Psycho Sid with a trademark fist bump. Now it's not known exactly when WWE will begin to use Kross on the main roster. He's been teasing a program with Sami Zayn for quite a while now, but when it comes to Kross wrestling on main roster programming, it doesn't look to be on the horizon anytime soon. Kross hasn't wrestled on Raw or SmackDown since WrestleMania weekend, and since Mania, he's strictly wrestled on main event and main event only. Whilst this is really frustrating, knowing how over Kross really is with the audience, the interesting thing is that the former NXT champion hasn't even lost a match on the show since late April, which implies that WWE are focused on keeping Kross as strong as possible. Do you think WWE are now finally giving Kross the much-deserved push that he needs? Next up, a WWE cancelling Night of Champions due to a threat. There are vocal calls from fans to see WWE cancel Night of Champions next weekend. The show is set to take place in Saudi Arabia, and with Saudi Arabia having close proximity to Iran, there's concern for the welfare of WWE's talent and crew. Iranian state television are publicly declaring that every American citizen within the region is a target, and some believe that this makes the WWE trip to Saudi extremely dangerous. According to Sean Ross Sapp on X, he's asked WWE if the Iran strikes will cause any adjustments to the schedule, but as of that tweet, he'd not heard anything back. But in a recent update, Sean Ross Sapp also reported, "No change to my knowledge as of yet. I'll post an update on what I'm hearing out of people that work in Saudi and the WWE roster on the free tier of Fightful Select today." In another update from Sean Ross Sapp, he mentioned on their Fightful post, the WWE talent are currently set to travel out midweek via a chartered plane that would take them to Riyadh. If this was just the Night of Champions show, it would have been a very small flight, as only 10 wrestlers are slated to compete on the show as of now. However, WWE has a 3-hour SmackDown planned for the city as well. At least in Saudi Arabia, those around the event are preparing as if this event is happening. One source working on the event called it full steam ahead as of Sunday afternoon locally, but that one source speaking on the matter of opinion didn't believe it would be postponed or cancelled, and he thought there was too much money at stake with the upcoming Royal Rumble being there. Beyond that, the source said that Saudi is one of the safest places in the world as it relates to this situation, and another source believed that WWE would be made assurances of said safety. But they also mentioned that one higher-up on the background said that the situation was being monitored accordingly. There have been numerous flights that have been cancelled in the UK, both going out to Doha and Dubai. But if the situation worsens, could other countries like the US adopt a similar approach and cancel any outgoing flights in the Middle East if the situation heightens? Now, if WWE does commit to cancelling the show, it's not exactly clear if the show will be rescheduled or WWE will just simply move the event to a new location. With the show being less than 7 days away, it would be very difficult for WWE to find a new venue and ticket that event. If Night of Champions is indeed cancelled, then WWE's best bet would be to either have the show at the Performance Center or turn the next edition of Raw into a PLE style special. Any official comment related to the status of Night of Champions PLE will likely come from WWE themselves, and we here at Wrestlelamia will keep you updated when it comes to the status of the show. Next up, Stone Cold ready for one final match. Could one of the greatest of all time be about to have one final match? A new report from Fightful Select has revealed that the legendary Stone Cold Steve Austin is interested in having one more match for WWE. According to the report, Austin states that he has one more left in him, and he's open to wrestling again under the right circumstances. Fightful Select heard word from around WrestleMania weekend that Austin intimated that he might not quite be finished. More than one source around the weekend claimed that Austin told him that he might have one more in him, presuming a match and not an ATV ride. We haven't quite heard how he was feeling after WrestleMania, but multiple people that saw him that weekend claimed that he was at least open to the idea under the right circumstances. Austin had claimed that TKO hadn't reached out to him since taking over, but then he made WrestleMania week appearances. The report also notes that numerous wrestlers have expressed interest in facing Austin, including CM Punk. A number of wrestlers have approached management about facing Steve Austin in recent years. Naturally, CM Punk was a name that has been tossed around internally quite a bit. Now, it goes without saying that Austin wrestling again would be a massive deal. Austin last wrestled back in 2022 when he defeated Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. This marked Austin's first match since 2003. The obvious opponent for Austin would be Punk, as this has been a dream match that fans have been fantasy booking for over a decade now. This will be a significant box office attraction for WWE, and it'll be interesting to see what further developments surface when it comes to Austin as we head towards WrestleMania 42. Batista shows off his shredded look. A former WWE superstar Dave Batista is now 56 and recently shared an Instagram update showing off his current physique. Fans are blown away by it. Batista was always known for his massive frame during his peak run in WWE, as he was around 290 pounds and even peaking 315 pounds for a film role. But then fans began to notice that he slimmed down considerably in the last year or so. Batista has mentioned that his weight has made him feel much better, but in this new image, Batista looks a lot trimmer and a lot more leaner. It's believed that Batista will have a role in the upcoming Gears of War film as Marcus Phoenix. Next up, did WWE change Rhea Ripley's theme song? Now, there's concern on social media this weekend that WWE have changed Rhea Ripley's theme song. Ripley would appear at Fanatics Fest yesterday, and fans were quick to notice that she had debuted a brand new theme song. Upon further research, it appears that the song is version 1 of her current theme, and that she even used a song in NXT for a brief period. It's entirely possible that the producers of the event accidentally selected the wrong song, and it doesn't appear that WWE have officially changed the popular star's theme song. Next up, SummerSlam match revealed. The SummerSlam may only be 41 days away, but Rhea Ripley has already revealed that she plans on wrestling on the show. According to Ripley, during Fanatics Fest, she will be challenging for the women's title, whether that be Io Sky or Tiffany Stratton, assuming that both are still champion. Title time? Title time. Look, I know I haven't had a good run with SummerSlam, as you just pointed out straight to my face. Thank you so much, Cole. Yeah, boo Cole for a second. Shame. Hopefully this SummerSlam is a little different. I like title time, but is that title time with Tiffany time, or is it with Io's time? It really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, Mommy is always on top, and this SummerSlam, I'm gonna prove it once again. Now, it did seem like a given that Ripley vs Sky was on the horizon for SummerSlam, but if this was WWE's plan and Ripley was always gonna feature in a title match at SummerSlam, it would have made sense for her to win the Queen of the Ring tournament. There's been a lot of criticism directed towards how WWE have handled the tournament this year, as names such as Nia Jax, who were out in the first round, received instant world title shots, meaning that wrestlers are being rewarded for losing. It really doesn't make a lot of sense, and it definitely impacts the credibility of the overall tournament. Next up, Alexa Bliss joining the WYATT 6. One of the major scrapped angles at 2025 focused on Alexa Bliss and the WYATT 6. It's been widely reported that Bliss was going to be revealed as the leader of the Sinister faction, however it doesn't appear that this is the plan, at least for now. With that being said, during Fanatics Fest yesterday, the former WWE Women's Champion was asked if she would like to join the faction, and Bliss said that it would be something that she 100% would be interested in. I think Wyndham Rotunda said it best when he said, "We will always be connected in some way. Whether that's the Wyatts or not, I'm sure, but obviously we're all in this Bray Wyatt universe together, and I think it would be something that's awesome down the line, 100%. Bliss would also offer a ton of praise towards her former tag team partner Nikki Cross. It's amazing, it's incredible. I think it suits her so well. It's the perfect amount of scary, and I think it rounds out the WYATT 6 in a way that something was missing in the dynamics of the puppets, and I think Nikki's look is what completed it." Bliss's comments regarding Cross are newsworthy, as a lot of fans have been pushing the idea of the two reuniting in the hopes of saving a struggling women's tag division. For now, Bliss is in the middle of a storyline with Charlotte Flair, whilst the WYATT 6 are on the hunt for the tag titles over on SmackDown. The group will have a chance to become tag team champions this coming Friday when SmackDown takes place live from Saudi Arabia. Next up, a heated WWE altercation goes down. WWE made their presence felt at Fanatics Fest yesterday, and they didn't miss the opportunity to further another angle. The angle in question saw CM Punk and Seth Rollins almost come to blows during a tense exchange, and the two had to be separated by security. Despite both men seemingly moving on to new feuds onto the main roster, it does appear that WWE will be revisiting the feud sooner rather than later. Whilst WWE filming content in this nature is great to see, a lot of the comments on the official video, the interaction, are extremely negative. Fans are completely over this feud, as the two have been feuding for over the majority of the year, and there appears to be no end in sight. The Punk and Rollins interaction wasn't the only interesting interaction of the event, as Rollins would actively tease cashing in on the WWE Champion John Cena, and there have been rumors that Rollins may look to cash in on the WWE Champion, with fans theorizing that Rollins will walk out of the two-night SummerSlam with WWE's top prize around his waist. And finally, a new WWE show revealed. Our final story today takes a look at the news related to a potential new WWE show. WWE often like to introduce new shows to bring in new fans, and it looks like they're going after those who stay up late to consume various forms of media. On June 20th, 2025, WWE filed for the trademark WWE Late Night, which is believed to be a new show. Introducing a late night wrestling product is a fascinating concept, but if it's a pure wrestling show, then it would likely have to be a taped format. This is mainly down to restrictions on how late events can take place in the arenas in the US. A lot of fans will inevitably be critical if WWE announces yet another show. WWE has Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Speed, Main Event, and various other shows for international markets, and some might say that this is far too much. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.